Hi guys, today I will tell you everything you need to know about Bolt variables which are essential for coding in Bolt. Let's get started. I have just added empty game object into my scene and added the script graph to it which I have here. So we can open the script graph and here you can see those 5 types of variables that I will be explaining to you. You can easily turn on or turn off this window here. So we will start with the graph ones. Those are connected to the current graph that we are now editing. So if I would create a new object, add the same graph to it, then those variables would be different in each of those two graphs. Then we have object variables, which you can find here, or you can find them on the object itself. And those variables are connected to the current object that we have the script graph now on. So here you would put, for example, some variables that you need to be able to quickly access, but don't need them in any of those other script graphs in your scene. Next we have scene variables, which you can find here, or here you have the scene variables, which is the same, and those variables are shared across the whole scene. So if you have something important, for example the player score, you can store it in the scene variables. Then we have app variables, which are shared across all scenes. So probably it would be better to put the score here because you might want to be able to access the score in all of your scenes. So here you put the most important variables. And last we have saved. Here we have initial and saved. Those initial ones are the variables that you start the game with. So for example you would put here score 0. And then saved would be when you, for example, save the game with score 5, the score 5 would appear here. So these are those major types of variables. And under them, when you create new variable, for example, variable, here you have also many more types. I will explain just a few of those. So float is a number, but it can be number like 5.1 or something like this. Then we have int, but this can be only whole numbers, so like 5, 4, 3, and so on. Then we have the string, which is some text volume. Next we have bool, which is variable of type on or off. You can easily tick in here. Next we have vector2, which is representation of two coordinates in 2D space. So for example, for position you could use this. And then we have game object. So here you can reference some game object like this, and also there's many more that you would want to use. For example, vector3, which is 3 coordinates, for example button, and so on. There's many of those types of variables. So I hope I helped you to understand those Bolt variables. It isn't as confusing as it might seem on the first glance. So yeah, last recommendation for you, don't use scene variables too often. Try to use graph and object variables as much as you can. So don't forget to check out my other videos and I will see you there. Bye!